When you look at the best traders in the world, hedge fund managers, prop firm veterans, consistently profitable retail traders, you might think they're wired differently. They're not. They've simply learned how to consistently access what we call peak trading psychology. So what does that actually mean? Peak trading psychology is when your mind, emotions, and execution are fully aligned, when your discipline, focus, and risk management operate at their highest level, but not just on your best day, but over and over again. Let me explain how. Here's something most traders don't realize. Peak trading performance doesn't start with strategy. It doesn't start with indicators. It doesn't even start with mindset. It starts with nervous system regulation. Because the truth is, you cannot outperform your emotional state. If your nervous system is dysregulated, nothing else matters. You can have the best trading system in the world, but if you're anxious, sleep-deprived, or emotionally triggered, you'll sabotage it. There are different pillars of trading psychology you must master, and we'll go through them one by one. I am Stick Trader Mind, and today I'm going to rewire how you think, feel, and trade. Subscribe to the channel. Here's what nobody in the trading space wants to admit. Peak trading performance doesn't start with your strategy. It doesn't start with your indicators. It doesn't even start with your mindset. It starts in your nervous system. I know. You came here for the good stuff, the psychology hacks, the elite mindset shifts, and we're getting there. But if you skip this part, none of it works. And I mean that literally, not motivationally. If your nervous system is dysregulated, if your body is running on stress hormones, poor sleep, and a cocktail of social media anxiety, it doesn't matter how good your setup is. Your brain will sabotage you every single time. Think of it like this. Imagine trying to perform surgery with a scalpel that's vibrating. The knowledge is there, the skill is there, but the instrument is compromised. That's you trading with a dysregulated nervous system. So what regulates it? 4 pillars. And the first one is going to make some of you genuinely angry. Sleep, yes, sleep. Before you roll your eyes and click away, stay with me, because this isn't get 8 hours, feel good advice. This is science that directly explains why you overtrade, revenge trade, and ignore your stop losses. 1. Poor night of sleep measurably reduces your impulse control, increases emotional reactivity, and weakens your ability to assess risk accurately. In trading terms, that's the recipe for blowing an account. You're not undisciplined, you're not weak-minded, you're running a billion-dollar decision-making machine on a dead battery. Of course it malfunctions. Elite traders treat sleep like it's on their P&L, because it is. Consistent bedtime, dark room, no charts 1 hour before bed. Your brain needs to decompress, not marinate in candlestick patterns right before unconsciousness. Protect your brain like it's your trading capital, because it is your trading capital. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Sleep is just the foundation. The second pillar is something most traders are actively getting wrong, and they're proud of it. Tell me if this sounds familiar. You wake up, you check your phone. Someone in a trading group just posted a screenshot. Green numbers, massive profit, Lambo in the background. Then you watch a YouTube video. How I made $50,000 in 1 week. Then another. Then a Twitter thread of someone flexing a 2,000% gain. And now you sit down to trade, and suddenly, your one carefully planned setup doesn't feel like enough. You start looking for more, something bigger, something faster. But that's not inspiration, that's contamination. Constantly consuming flashy P&L screenshots and 1,000% strategy content literally rewires your brain for urgency and comparison. Comparison creates impatience. Impatience creates impulsive entries. And impulsive entries, you already know how that story ends. Elite traders are ruthless about their mental diet. They consume clean data, structured review, and long-term thinking. They treat noise like junk food, fine occasionally, are destructive as a habit. Shift your inputs, and your emotional state shifts with it. But even if you sleep perfectly and consume only the cleanest mental content, your body has a way of storing stress that most traders completely ignore. And when it builds up enough, it comes out in your trades. Trading is sedentary, but stress is physical. Your body doesn't care that you're sitting at a desk in air conditioning. When you take a loss, when the market spikes against you, when your stop gets hit by 2 pips before reversing, your body releases cortisol, the stress hormones, and there's nothing you can do about it. You just sit there, and the cortisol accumulates. And accumulated cortisol does exactly what you'd expect. It clouds your thinking, shortens your patience, and makes you reactive instead of proactive. The fix is almost embarrassingly simple. Just 20 minutes of movement lowers cortisol and stabilizes dopamine. We're not talking about CrossFit at 5 a.m., a morning walk before London Open, 10 push-ups after a losing trade, stretching between sessions. Your brain cannot stay calm if your body is tense. These two systems are not separate. They are one. And the fourth pillar? This one is the one that's hardest to convince traders of, because it means doing less of something they think is helping them. Here's the scene. You're studying the markets. You've got charts open on 2 monitors, Twitter on your phone, a Discord server pinging every 30 seconds, YouTube running in the background, Telegram notifications popping up. You feel productive. You feel locked in. You're not. You're frying your focus. Constant stimulation doesn't sharpen your edge. It erodes it. Every ping, every notification, every chart switch costs your brain something. And the bill comes due when you're in a live trade and you can't think clearly. The traders who catch the best setups, and they're often the ones who weren't even looking at charts, because clarity requires space. Your best ideas don't come while you're drowning in noise. They come in the quiet moments between. Schedule silence. Protect your white space like it's a trade entry. Let your brain actually process what it's seen. Now, you've regulated your biology, you've cleaned your inputs, you've protected your focus. But there are still traders who do all of this and still lose consistently. And the reason why is something almost nobody talks about. There are 2 traders, both sitting in front of charts for 8 hours. Trader A constantly switches pairs, time frames, indicators, chasing momentum here, a breakout there, following 12 different strategies he saw on YouTube this month. Trader B trades one setup, one pair, one clear plan, every single day. Who makes money long term? You already know the answer. But here's what you might not have considered. Every time Trader A switches charts impulsively, his brain pays a switching cost. Cognitive resources, clarity, conviction, all depleted with every toggle. Focus is rare in trading. And because it's rare, it's a genuine competitive advantage. Here's the system. Define your A+ setup, not 5, not the 3 you saw this week. One core edge that you understand deeply. Then remove temptation, hide other pairs, log out of social media during sessions. You use alerts instead of staring at screens. Trade in structured blocks, pre-market analysis, active session execution, post-session review. When the session ends, you're done. No random 2 a.m. trades because you couldn't sleep. Focus compounds. And once you experience a week of truly disciplined execution, something clicks. But here's the trap that catches even focused traders, even traders who sleep well, move daily, and follow one strategy. It's something hidden, something deeper. And most traders don't even know it's running in the background, controlling everything. Most traders think success is about goals. I want to make $10,000 a month. That's backwards. And here's why. Your brain is not a goal achievement machine. It's an identity protection machine. Whatever you believe about yourself, your brain will work tirelessly to prove you right. Or if your identity is, I'm still learning, or I'm someone who struggles with consistency, your brain will protect that story. It will find ways to confirm it. And it will do this below the level of your conscious awareness. Elite traders don't think in goals. They think in identity. They don't say, I hope I don't overtrade today. They think, I am a risk manager first. They don't say, I'll try to follow my plan. They think, I am a rule-based trader. Oh, and here's the powerful part. You don't need to have been consistent in the past to start building that identity today. You build it through small actions, journaling after every session, respecting your max risk, walking away when you hit your daily loss limit. Small identity-based actions compound, and eventually, discipline stops feeling forced. It becomes default. But there's one final myth we need to destroy, and because it's arguably the most dangerous lie in the entire trading psychology space. Motivation is a scam. There, I said it. If your performance as a trader depends on how confident or inspired you feel that morning, you will never be consistent. Some days you'll feel unstoppable. Most days you won't. Markets don't care about your mood. Drawdowns don't wait for you to feel ready. Professional traders don't rely on motivation. They rely on systems, predefined risk, entries, exits, and a daily loss limit. When the rules are built into the plan, emotions lose their grip. You don't need to feel confident to honor your stop loss. You just need it programmed. Action creates confidence, not the other way around. You don't wait to feel like a disciplined trader. You act like one, and the feeling follows. Now combine this with feedback, because even the best system needs calibration. Most traders obsess over P&L, but P&L is a lagging indicator. It tells you what happened. It is not why. Track inputs instead. Did I follow my setup? Did I respect my risk? Did I journal? Did I stop at my daily loss limit? Review weekly. What triggered emotional trades? What improved? Where did discipline crack? Maybe you trade worse after 2 consecutive losses. Solution: mandatory 20-minute break after any loss. Maybe you overtrade during the New York session. Solution: cut the session entirely. Small system tweaks create massive long-term shifts. Trading psychology isn't a fixed trait. It's trained. So here's the complete framework. Regulate your biology, sleep, movement, and what you mentally consume. Focus on one edge deeply instead of chasing everything. Shift your identity from hopeful trader to risk manager. Build systems instead of chasing motivation. And track your behavior, reflect, and adjust. That's peak trading psychology. But here's the real unlock, the thing that ties all of this together. When you stack these pillars consistently, something remarkable starts to happen. You stop fighting the markets. You stop fighting yourself. You enter a state of flow, where your mind, your emotions, and your execution are so fully aligned that trading begins to feel almost effortless. Not every day, but more days than before, and then more, and then more. The best traders in the world aren't wired differently. They've simply learned how to access that state consistently. And now, so can you. Leave a comment. Which pillar hits hardest for you?